Hello and welcome back to day 13 of my shares around creating ceremony and ritual, which I feel helps you connect on a deeper level to your own inner reverence. And today we're going to talk about decluttering, clearing space, and cleansing and purifying the energy. Mostly in your home, only there'll be a little overlap that will reference relationships and work, etc. So decluttering, why do you do that? Well, for so many different reasons. It is great to actually get rid of stuff that you no longer use and serve you no purpose, that are no longer of any value to you. We hold on to too much stuff, and quite often we hold on to stuff that doesn't even belong to us. So often, an exercise here that you can do, take one of your rooms, maybe not your best room, but I'm just looking around at my kitchen, and my kitchen table is completely covered in stuff. So it's too busy. If I choose 5 words to describe a room in your house. So I'm choosing my kitchen table. It's too busy, it's cluttered, it's a mess. Another word, it's just got everything on it. So that would be where I would work. That space for me really should be cleared, because if we think in terms of our outside world, that often reflects back to us our inside world. I can see here where the mess is, where the clutter is, where the lack of space and boundary and what I need to create discipline and focus. There's too much distraction on that table. So that tells me quite a lot about what is going on in my workspace. So have a little look at yours, either your workspace, or it could be a relationship, or a room in your house. What words would you use to describe it? Or choose a room that you do feel proud of and it's comfortable and relaxing, and see what words you would describe, what words you would choose to describe that room, and make a comparison. So, declutter. We create space, and that's a lot what it's about. But we also let go. When we're doing this, for instance, I had a look right. What prompted me to do this video today was I went into a drawer where there is a lot of paperwork that has no relevance anymore. So I actually need to get that out of that drawer and out of my life. There's something there that I'm hanging on to that I'm not letting go of. And decluttering is a lot about letting go. And it can show us where in our own world, our inner world, we're holding on to things that no longer serve us, that are no longer of value, that are of the past that we're clinging to. So it's a really good practice to go through everything and see what you can get rid of. So decluttering, then that allows for balance and harmony. Another way of creating balance and harmony is by actually altering and changing the energy in your home. I'm using home again as the main example. It's easier for me to do that with the tools that I want to give you. So what do I mean by that? Well, often our space can have had people in it, or maybe you've moved into a new house, or maybe you've had a particularly difficult period and the atmosphere feels heavy, or somebody's brought that heavy atmosphere in, or indeed, if you've moved into a new house, there is an atmosphere that you're not familiar with. I would do these practices if I moved into a new space, whether that be a workspace or a home space. I would still be clearing and cleansing the energy and putting some protection in, but also giving gratitude to the house for all that it offers me, the security, the protection. And I'd be giving thanks to the guardians of the land that this house was built on. I'd be giving thanks to the elementals and the guardians in the outside, in the garden, or if it was a balcony or a yard or whatever. But my friend, when she moves into a new house, she goes into every single room and puts salt in all the corners. And it's interesting because I was looking that all up, and salt is used a lot, you know, in a lot of folklore and a lot of traditions. I mean, salt was used down the ages for protection and preserving. So it's a great purifier of salt. People put it in a little container of it in their suitcases when they're traveling. So, and we've heard about a ring of salt around you to protect you. So that's one thing you could do. You could use salt. And in fact, you can just actually, if you don't want to put it in the corners, just put a little bowl of salt in a room, and it will draw in a lot of negative energy as well. What you can also do, if you're in a space that you want to clear, make sound. So there's a lot, you can use rattles, you can use your voice, anything at all. Anything that uplifts the energy and creates harmony. You can use incense. So you can use incense sticks. You can use smudge sticks. A lot of people use sage, but in this country you can get and you can make smudge sticks out of mugwort, lavender, thyme, rosemary, and all you do is you take the stalks and wrap them with cord, string, tightly, and that will make your smudge stick. And you just go around the room and you smudge it. And even if you don't have any smudge, you can actually get something. I have this. It's a crow's wing. It's from a roadkill, and I use this, and I can just clear the energy in a room, preferably out through an open window or a door. Just go around all the corners, pulling it down from the ceiling, from in on the floor, all the corners, all the areas. And also put an intention behind it. Just say, I am clearing this space, I am purifying it, I'm giving gratitude, I am cleansing in order to neutralize the energy in here. You can also use waters. You can buy a lot of these waters and you can just spray them. A lot of them are actually made, you can get a lot online, that are for cleansing. Oh, that smells lovely. For cleansing the space in a room. And then you can get like a more, this is Agua de Florida. This is used a lot in shamanic traditions. And you can use it to spray it as well. But you can use this on your body. You can put a little bit in your hand, rub it together and just cover all down yourself and cleanse your own energy around your body. You can do the same with the smudge sticks. They're often used to cleanse your energy. And sometimes then what happens is if you've cleansed your energy with a smudge stick, it's a tongue twister, it clings to you, and if you leave the house, you can still feel that wonderful, or still feel it, smell it, wonderful smell, and you're carrying it with you in your aura. Another thing you can do, and these are used in Peruvian traditions, but you can, but this is made out of bamboo. And this is great for cleansing the energy in the room, somewhat like I said before, but also on your body. So you can cleanse your energy. Say you've been somewhere. I mean, I'm sure you've all walked into places where you've walked in and you thought, don't really like it in here. Or, this is something I do all the time, walk into a restaurant, sit down and go, actually I don't want to sit here, and move to another table. So it's a good thing to cleanse your energy when you come back in again. Self-flagellation. So purifying, protecting, cleansing the energy. There's lots and lots of things you can do. Another thing I would suggest, and I do it every now and again, and probably not as often as I should, is cleanse the energy around my computers, all my devices. So I will maybe take the smudge stick and just wave it in front of my phone or around my laptop. And that also, you know, if we think in terms of the quantum field, energy comes in. It doesn't have to walk in. It comes in many different ways, as we know. I mean, have you ever felt absolutely fine 1 minute and then suddenly you have this overwhelming feeling of either sadness or grief or what have you, and you think, this isn't even mine? And it's a collective unconscious energy that you're tapping into. So it's good to clear your electric devices. What I also strongly suggest and recommend when it comes to decluttering is declutter the stuff on your devices as well. Clear your emails. It's exactly the same as clearing out those drawers, that paperwork. Do the same on your computer. What you don't need, don't keep. You know, it would be so much better if we all lived a more minimalistic lifestyle. So anyway, that's some tips around decluttering. There's so much you can get online. And that's a little bit about cleansing and the importance of cleansing rituals on a regular basis to create good energy, you know, clear out the old and bring in something more refreshing, neutralizing, get rid of the negative to allow the more positive energy to come in, create the intention of bringing in positive energy and more harmonic energy if there has been disharmony. So there we go, that'll do for today. That's a long video, I wasn't expecting that. But once again, thank you for all your comments. I'm just delighted to get some of the feedback. And please again, share if you think it's of value, and see you all tomorrow.